What if I told you you could get paid every month, every quarter, or every year for doing absolutely nothing? Watch this video and find out how. Yo, what is good? My name is Kari and welcome to my YouTube channel KhariNvests, where we talk about investing, whether that's personal, financial, or mental. In this video, we're going to talk about dividend investing, what it is, how it works, and its pros and cons. Let's get into it. In maybe the simplest way I can say it, a dividend is money that you get from a company just for investing in the company. If you think about it, whenever you buy a stock or a share of a company, you buy a small piece of that company. So if that company profits, you also profit because you own the company. Generally, companies pay dividends quarterly, but there are some exceptions that pay yearly and some others that pay monthly.
In perspective, that's you getting a monthly paycheck, a quarterly paycheck, or a yearly paycheck just for being a shareholder or an investor in a company that pays a dividend.
Let's see how dividends work in terms of numbers. For the sake of simplicity, let's invent a stock that trades publicly with a share price of $100. Stock XYZ or invention also has a dividend yield of 4%, which is paid out quarterly. This means that in the duration of 1 year, you will be paid out 4% of the share price, which equates to $4 from your dividend payments. But this is a quarterly paying stock, which means that this will be stretched out over 4 payments, equating to $1 per payment or $1 per quarter. Let's look at a more realistic example using Apple, a company that we all know and love and happens to pay a dividend. Alright guys, we're gonna use Nasdaq.com. That's my favorite resource to use to find out information about the dividend. I feel like it has the most updated information and the most accurate, especially compared to a platform like Robinhood. First thing you're going to want to do is go to Nasdaq.com. After you are there, you are going to search for a symbol, or I believe you can type the actual name of the company, but we're going to use the ticker symbol for Apple, which is AAPL. After that loads, you will be displayed with the chart, the 1 day chart, and you can do all that. You can look at the 1 day, year to date, 1 year, anything you want to do. What we're interested in is over here where we see the dividend history. We're going to click that, and that's where all the juicy stuff is going to be. So we can see the dividend history for AAPL, which is Apple. We can see the current dividend yield is 0.6%, and the annual dividend yield is 88 cents. This is also really cool because it shows you whenever the last dividends were paid out, the ex-dividend date, the declaration date, the record date, and the payment date, and it also shows you the amount. The last time Apple paid their dividend was on August 12. The ex-dividend date, which is the date you need to be owning the dividend by, was August 6. The declaration date is the date they announced it. It was July 27, and the amount paid was 22 cents. You can see where Apple has been raising their dividend, which is very important. They went from 82 cents to 20.205 of a dollar, right between this time range here, and that's because they had a stock split. But yeah, this is really a really good resource to use, Nasdaq.com. Really any ticker symbol you want to find, just type it and it shows you. I'm going to show you guys here that not every company pays a dividend, and if you're using Nasdaq, we all know Tesla does not pay a dividend. Tesla is more focused on growth, and Nasdaq will tell you that it's not available for this company. This could indicate that the company has never provided a dividend or that the dividend is pending. So, yep, you guys can use this. You can use Robinhood, but please bear in mind that Robinhood is not 100% accurate. Now, it's important to know that not all companies pay a dividend, so we'll go over the pros and cons of investing in companies that do or companies that don't pay a dividend. One of the biggest benefits of investing in a company that pays a dividend is that you will be generating cash flow in your portfolio.
So let's say you bought a stock that does not pay a dividend for $100. 1 year passed and the markets did really well, and year $100 has now become $200. Until and unless you sell that stock, that $200, it's not really yours. You can't take out a piece of it and go and pay for rent or pay for your car insurance unless you sell that stock in order to make your gains real.
Now let's say that stock pays a dividend of 4% per year.
That $4 can be taken out of your portfolio because it's free cash. It's cash that you can use to pay for anything you want. If you want a phone bill to be paid, if you want a Starbucks drink or some McDonald's, you can take that out and you can buy whatever, and it will not affect your position in that company. You will still have that one share of stock and your $200 worth of unrealized profit, because your profits don't become realized until you sell the stock.
Now, why might you not want to invest in a company that pays a dividend? If you think about it a little bit, the money that companies pay you for dividends, it's money that they could have put back into their company in order to make it bigger and better. So when they give you a portion of that profit, they're kind of depriving themselves of that opportunity to grow as fast as they could have grown. They'll probably still be growing.
It's on you to do your own research.
But their rate of growth might not be as quick. So that's one of the downsides of investing in dividend companies. They might not be the fastest growers in terms of stock price appreciation.
If that company that paid you $50 worth of dividends 3 months ago started going through a rough patch and they decide they need the money to help them get out of that, they can announce that they're going to cut their dividends, and that's just the end of it. You will not be making any more passive income from that company, at least for the time being.
So while it's not very likely that a company will cut its dividend, it's always possible. So it is something to be thought about when deciding whether or not you want to invest in a company that pays a dividend. Thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. If you found it useful, please drop a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing. If you have any questions, also leave them in the comment and I will try my best to answer all of them, which I will answer it. There's no one in the comment section right now. But until next time, guys, take care.